Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a video about meditation, because I think meditation is really important, but about why it's so hard to meditate. Like, I've been meditating for 3 years, and I'm not making this video because like I'm a pro and like I always meditate so long and everything. It's more because I know that, you know, when you're meditating it's hard and you encounter these challenges, and you know, I just want to share my experience and the things that I've experienced with meditation and how you could maybe learn from my mistakes. So basically, I think the reason that meditation is so hard is because you go into meditation with an expectation, a preconceived idea of what meditation means, or how it feels to meditate, or how it feels to reach a meditative state, and all these things. You know, you think of not having any thoughts, or finding a space of deep inner calm, and you know, these things can happen, but that isn't just what meditation is. Meditation isn't about silencing your mind. In my opinion, I don't think it's about that. So I think especially at first, when we first start meditating, it's really easy to expect instant results. You know, in our society, in our consumerist capitalist society, we're so used to this kind of instant gratification, an instant hit of dopamine, you know, from looking at social media and getting likes. I've made a video about that, I hate social media. And from eating junk food, watching TV. You know, if we want something, we can just have it, you know? It's that simple. And our brains, I feel, have become used to this. But meditation is something that doesn't work like that, and I think it can be a shock when it isn't as peaceful or as, you know, flowing and lovely as we might expect it to be. So meditation can have these impacts on your life where you feel more at peace and you feel more enthusiastic, more energized, more happy and overall content. But I think that, you know, it's a subtle difference that it makes to your life, and it's subtle and it's gradual and it develops over time. It isn't like you meditate once and then you find this space of inner peace and then everything changes. Although that can happen, for me it's definitely not happened, and I feel like for most people that isn't going to be the result when you first start meditating. You know, we can be so impatient because we're so used to being able to just do things and being able to have things and, you know, getting instant results, that this impatience in us, I don't know if that makes sense, makes it hard for us to meditate. And also because before we meditate, and even still, like even now, I have these expectations of what we think meditation is, and we think meditation is, you know, finding a deep sense of inner peace, feeling some kind of energy in your body. But it's not always like that, and it's not necessarily having no thoughts. You know, thoughts are going to come, thoughts are going to arise. You can't stop that, that's how the human brain works. But it's how you respond to the thoughts and how you react to them, I think, is more important than having no thoughts at all. Way more important, I think. So if we get loads of thoughts coming in, we feel like we're not doing it right, and then we feel inadequate, and then we might stop. And I still do that. Like, if I've been meditating for a while and then my brain starts to get quite active, you know, my ego creeps in and it's like, okay, well, we'll stop meditating now and we'll try again later. You know, rather than acknowledging and accepting the thoughts and witnessing them. Because for me, meditation is partly about being still and quietening your mind, and I think that will naturally happen, but it's more about being present and being aware of everything in this exact moment, you know, which includes your thoughts. You know, if a thought comes up in this moment and you acknowledge it and you witness it, then that is meditating, that is being present with your thoughts. It's not about just because for me, I like to do a breathing meditation. I always stick to my breathing meditation and I focus on the movement of my body as I breathe. But thoughts besides the focus on your breath, they're naturally going to come in. You can't can't stop them from coming in. And rather than forcing them out and rejecting them and almost getting yourself worked up and irritating yourself because your mind isn't quiet, rather than, getting worked up, witness the thoughts, allow them to flow freely in and out of your mind, in and out of your consciousness, watch them, allow them, observe them, honour them, and then return to your breath. Don't just pretend they're not there and try and ignore them because they're there, the thoughts, whatever thought you're having. I think the important thing is that when a thought arises, you don't latch onto it and you don't develop this kind of long chain of thought separate from your meditation, because that's when it takes you out of the present moment. So, for example, say your thought comes in and you're meditating, you're chilling, just having a nice time, and then you're ooh, I'm really hungry. Our natural human mind, I think, will go, oh, well, what am I going to eat then? Oh, I'll have this. Oh, I might get KFC. Oh, I had one of those yesterday, I'm not going to have one. And the thought process carries on, and that's what takes you out of the present moment, because you're thinking of all these things besides how you're feeling and thinking right now. And it's almost like unconscious thoughts that are just happening, and you're not really aware of them, they're just kind of going on, and then you're oh shit, I've just been thinking about something else for the past 5 minutes and I'm supposed to be meditating. So rather than getting on this long chain of thought, I think it's more important to say, oh, okay, I'm hungry. No, okay. And then return to the breath, witness the thought, allow the thought to come in, and then let it go and return to the breath. Which I think is easier said than done. But yeah, respect the thoughts, honour that the thoughts are there. And as you witness them, that's when I think your mind will naturally become quieter. It's not going to become quieter if you're just trying to force them out and you're getting, because it can be irritating. I remember when I first started meditating, I did find it really irritating when I was just getting all these thoughts and I just wanted to be quiet. I wanted my mind to shut up. And then it almost got me more annoyed. So the meditation was literally having the reverse effect that I wanted it to have. But of course these expectations that we have lead us to have this irritation about when things don't go our way. I think something, almost a practice, that when I first started meditating that I found really helpful was if I felt like my brain was really active and I was just just couldn't stop thinking. And my thoughts were kind of not in I wasn't in control of them almost, I don't know how to word it. But if you find that your mind is really active and even if you're observing the thoughts, you just can't stop having chains of thoughts, I like to visualise or almost imagine that as I breathe in, I'm breathing in kind of a peaceful, pure light energy, whatever you want to believe in, universe, energy, consciousness, whatever. And I breathe that in, and as I breathe out, I'm breathing out all the thoughts, all the stress, all the anxieties that are going through my mind. So I'm breathing in the pure light energy that fills my body, and I'm visualising all these things that I don't want and that aren't serving me in this moment. I'm breathing them out and getting rid of them. I'll do that for a bit. But yeah, I think meditation is all about finding what works best for you, because there's so many different types. It's different for everyone. And I don't know, have fun with it. Don't take it so seriously. I know that I do sometimes take it too seriously, and if I don't meditate for the time that I wanted to meditate, then I'm oh, this sucks. I let it overcome me and I'm angry. But yeah, just try and flow with it. And I think my mantra, always flowing, not forcing. Allow things to flow, allow your emotions to flow, witness them, observe your sensations, emotions, feelings, thoughts, your breath, and allow it without judgment, allow it to flow. Don't force things to be a different way. Don't try to force yourself to find a peaceful mind space, because it's not going to happen if you're forcing it. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you if you watched until the end. And I've actually updated my link in my YouTube channel so that my Instagram is on it. So if you know, I love to meet new people, especially people who are interested in this kind of thing, just to have a chat, whatever. My direct messages are always welcoming to people. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and whatever you're doing, yeah, see you later.